We're on the clock now, where we give our panelists about 15 seconds each to sound off on the following topics. First up, the outlook isn't great for New Mexico's economy. According to retired UNM economics professor Alan Parkman, our state's remoteness and small population is to blame, Parkman said in an Albuquerque Business First article that's got a lot of chatter. Another article reports that Albuquerque won't regain all its jobs it lost in this recession until the end of 2017. But at least one city in New Mexico, Hobbs, is experiencing a boom, and their Chamber of Commerce is hoping housing incentives will help lure Albuquerque workers to their city in the state's oil patch. Sophie, a little mixed bag here. What do you think of all this? Is the oil patch thing a sign of upward mobility? Or
well, Hobbs is an awfully small community. I think we need to point that out.
Sure.
It would be very difficult for Hobbs to take on the heavy lifting for the entire economic future of New Mexico. One thing I want to say about Alan Parkman, who's my econ professor at Anderson when I got my MBA, I feel that he has expressed something that is sort of in the back of a bunch of people's minds that we've sort of been saying behind our hands, real concern there over the future.
I agree. Chip, your thought on that?
New Mexico, small private sector. Hobbs is part of one of the few really large industries, which is the oil and gas kind of industry. Other than that, you have a lot of government money, but there's not a huge, I come from a state, Georgia, Atlanta's an economic engine.
Right.
California, other economic engines. What does New Mexico have? It's the labs, it's stuff like that. How do you create a very large private sector?
Exactly, Rob. What do you think?
I think Professor Parkman, like Sophie said, was probably talking about what has been sort of circulating in people's heads. I would disagree with him on one point, though. He says he didn't think that that New Mexico has potential as a manufacturing center. I've always thought that you deal with the human resources you have. I think that New Mexico's got a lot of land. We do have a potential blue-collar population that we could bring some manufacturing jobs here.
Right on the bell there. What do you think? What's your thought here?
I think it's worse, and it's getting worser. And until we have an economic development strategy that's not wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, bring in the biggies, and invests in education and infrastructure, we're not going anywhere, even beyond 2017.
Do I hear permanent fund being looked at here? Very interesting. New subject. Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic has selected Hotel Encantado de las Cruces as the preferred hotel for its space tourists, scrapping earlier plans to build their own at the spaceport. Hotel Encantado plans to add high-end suites and upgrades to raise its ranking from 3 diamonds to 4. And that's one short of a top 5 diamond ranking, of course. And Las Cruces is 60 miles away from the spaceport, which raises the question, will the accommodations be good enough for the elite passengers who will pay upwards of $200,000, Rob, to fly? I mean, I appreciate the fact these folks are spending a lot of dough, but, you know, is this going to be enough for Las Cruces to get in the game?
Overall, I think this is a good thing because I've always been very concerned that Virgin Galactic is going to pull up stakes, just like a football owner who wants a better stadium deal and leave. And so this gives an indication that maybe they're going to stick around.
Does it sound like the launch is on if this investment's being made?
Well, we've been told the launch is on now for 3 years, and it hasn't been on. All I can say is, I hope these $200,000 a pop tourists enjoy the drive between TRC and Las Cruces.
That's a good point.
I see some limo business opportunities, things like that. You know, I think that to the point we heard before, it could be seen 2 ways. One, we're not going to invest in a new hotel because who knows, life is short, who knows what'll happen. The other, we see this potential in Las Cruces, and I think it remains to be seen which one will play out.
Right, Strip, your thought?
I'm with Sophie, and I was thinking the closest I'm going to get to those suites is if I'm down there as a reporter reporting a story, you know, $200,000. And it was a very interesting read on this Virgin Galactic, but I like you, wow, they're investing here. So
thank you all for being here. We're going to have the rest of our On the Clocks on the web. As always, all of us here at New Mexico in Focus appreciate your time and your effort to stay informed and engaged. Catch up with us anytime on social media by searching New Mexico in Focus. And you can also find archived interviews and often bonus material from our shows on our YouTube channel and at newmexicoinfocus.org. I'm Gene Grant. We'll see you next week in Focus.